Hello all, welcome to our science class. Today we are going to continue with the first chapter of class 10, chemical reactions and equations. The introductory video was already uploaded few days back. If you have not gone through it, I want you to first see the introduction of the lesson and then proceed with today's video. Let us start with chemical equation. Before that, please open page number 2 of your science textbook. As you all can see at the board, what is a chemical equation? It is the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction in the form of symbols and formula. As I said before also, about symbols and formula of the elements you have already done in grade 9. आपने already grade 9 में formulas और symbols के बारे में पढ़ लिया है, right? In the third chapter, atoms and molecule. The first chemical equation was described by Jane Beguin, where you know that reactants are always written to the left hand side of the equation and products are written on the right hand side. Is this clear? So let us start with the word equation first. Word equation means the equation when written in the word form. That is known as word equation. The same example is given in your textbook also, where magnesium and oxygen, they are reacting with each other to form magnesium oxide. Right? Plus sign means they are reacting with each other. So they are called as reactants. After their reaction gets over, what we are getting as the final product? Magnesium oxide. Right? You can see this arrow means this is the unidirectional process. That is, magnesium oxide cannot be back to its original state, that is magnesium and oxygen. Right? We know that chemical reactions, they are the irreversible process. Is this clear to you? Now we can write this word equation in the form of formula, that is the symbolic way also. But for that you should know the symbols of each element here. Right? We have already done it in 3rd standard. See, just recall your previous year's knowledge. For magnesium we write Mg, oxygen we write O, but it is the atom. But here oxygen is a molecule, so we have written O2. Right? And the final product is magnesium oxide, that is MgO. Fine. Now, one word is given in your textbook, that is skeletal equation. Skeletal equation is that equation which shows the basic features of the equation. That is a kind of imbalanced equation. Now, we have to balance the equation. Why? Because in the same lesson last year we had learned about the law of conservation of mass, right? And the law says that the mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. So whatever mass here magnesium and oxygen are having, that is not going to be destroyed, but that will be transformed in that of the magnesium oxide. So it should be LHS is equal to RHS. Right? Please recall your grade 9 third lesson. We had done some of the problem solving questions also, right? Where we had to find whether LHS is equal to RHS or not. Okay? And if they are not following LHS is equal to RHS, that is the reaction or the chemical reaction, I can say, it is not following the law of conservation of mass. Is this clear to you? So let us start with balancing of chemical equations. The same example is also given in your textbook. This is the word equation, as you know. When zinc metal reacts with sulfuric acid, it gives zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is released. The same I have written in the symbolic form. We know for zinc we write Zn, sulfuric acid is H2SO4, and on reacting these two reactants we get ZnSO4 and hydrogen gas is evolved. Right? Now how to balance the chemical equation? So first of all you have to jot down all the elements present in the equation. So here we have zinc, then we have sulfur, then we have hydrogen, and the last is oxygen. Right? I'll repeat. Before you start with balancing, you have to prepare the table like this. Note down all the elements present in the equation, and then first you have to see how many atoms of the particular element are present at the left side. So let us start with zinc. How many zinc atoms are there? Only 1. What about sulfur? 1. What about hydrogen? 2. And oxygen? 4. Right? Same to the right side of the same elements. How many are there of zinc? Only 1. Sulfur? Only 1. Oxygen? 4. And hydrogen? 2. Right? Now just compare the quantity of the atoms both the sides. Zinc both the side 1. Sulfur both the sides 1. Hydrogen both the sides 2. And oxygen both the sides 4. That is, no imbalances are here. Hence we can say that this is the balanced chemical equation. Is this clear to you? So let us move to the second example of balancing equation. Iron, when reacts with water, it gives iron oxide and hydrogen gas is evolved. As I said, you have to prepare this table, LHS, RHS, and note down all the elements present in the equation. You can see I have noted down iron, hydrogen and oxygen. Now what is the next step? We have to count the number of atoms to the left side. So how many atoms of iron are there? 1. Hydrogen 2 and oxygen also 1. Same to the right side. Iron 3. Hydrogen 2 and oxygen 4. Here you can see the number of iron atoms are different in LHS and RHS. Same hydrogen atoms are present to both the sides, and there is a difference in oxygen atoms also. So whenever such things are there, first come first you have to start with the metals. That is, first you have to do the balancing of this metal to both the sides. So here what we can do? We can just make it 3 like this. Now both the sides it is going to be 3. So let us do the cancellation of this and make 3. Both the sides 3 are there. Hydrogen is already balanced, so we are not going to touch it. Now let us start with oxygen. Here only 1 oxygen is there. Here 4 oxygen atoms are there. So what do we have to do here? We have to do the correction here. Right? What can be done? We have to make it like this. Let us try this way. 4H2O. So both the sides oxygen is balanced. So I will do the correction here. Right. Now let us see the number of atoms to the left side. 3Fe. Yes. Now the number of hydrogen atom has been changed. It has become 4 2s are 8. Right? Yeah. Here. But the number of hydrogen atom is different over there. Number of oxygen atom is 4 here, and that side also 4. So what is to be balanced now? This hydrogen. So what can be done here? To the right side, we have to do some correction. Like this. Now, right side also, the number of hydrogen atoms have become 8. Now, have a look at this again. 3Fe, 3Fe. 4 2s are 8 hydrogen. 4 2s are 8 hydrogen. 4 oxygen, 4 oxygen. So here now this is called the balanced equation. Now here when I did some balancing, you could see that some trial and error method I have followed. So this is the balancing of chemical equation by using trial and error method. To write the equation very precisely, some symbols of physical states are also mentioned with the chemical equation. The physical state means I am talking about solid, liquid and gaseous state, and even the aqueous state. Aqueous means when some element is present with the water. Okay? Small s, small l, small g, they will describe whether the element is present in solid, liquid or gaseous state. You can see the arrow is shown here. So if arrow is shown up, that is gas has been evolved. Okay, aqueous, AQ stands for aqueous solution. Sometimes the catalysts and temperature and even the pressure, they are described on the arrow. Okay, if the triangle is shown, it is considered that the particular equation or particular chemical reaction needs the temperature. Is this clear? Now please open page number 6. Second question. Write the balanced equation for the following chemical reactions. 3 word equations are given which are to be converted into the symbolic form first, and then we have to balance it. Okay. The first and third, they are quite easier, so I am not going to show. You have to try it on your own. The second one maybe you find difficult, so I have written it on the board. You can see barium chloride, that is BaCl2, reacts with aluminum sulfate, that is Al2SO4 thrice, to give barium sulfate BaSO4 and aluminum chloride. Okay. First we are going to note down all the elements present in the symbol. Let us start with barium, then aluminum, after that chlorine, sulfur and oxygen. Right? Check both the sides if any element is left. Both the sides only 5 elements are there. Fine. Now to the left, barium only 1 is there, aluminum 2 are there, chlorine 2, sulfur 3. If you see this, 3 sulfur and oxygen will be 4 3s are 12. Don't make it 4 plus 3 7. Is this clear? To the right side, barium only 1, sulfur only 1. Be very careful for writing this. Oxygen 4. Then comes aluminum only 1 and chlorine 3. Now successfully we have written the present number of atoms both the sides. Now do the comparison. Start with barium. Both the sides 1 atom is there. Now aluminum 2 to the left and 1 to the right. So we will do the correction here. To the right side we will make it as 2. Okay. I'll use the other chalk. Fine. Now have a look. Right side we have made 2. So I'll do the correction here 2. So both the sides aluminum, number of aluminum atoms are 2. So that is balanced. Now have a look at that chlorine to the right side. It has become 6 and not 3. So that changes we have to do in the table. If chlorine is 6 to the right, we have to do the correction to the left side. Here 2 chlorine atoms are there. So to make it 6, what we have to do? We have to make it 3. Right? Now again the number of barium has been changed. Here it is 3. So obviously it has to be changed over that side. So that is 3. So 3 barium both the sides. 3 barium both the sides. Chlorine 3 2s are 6. That side also 3 2s are 6. In the table also I have done the changes 6. Aluminum both the sides 2. Both the sides 2. Now comes to sulfur. Here 3 again. That side also 3. So both the sides it is 3 only. Now the last is oxygen. 4 3s are 12 and that side also 4 3s are 12. See, by doing, or I can say by using trial and error method, we have successfully balanced this equation also. Okay, so this way you have to practice all the chemical equations which are given in your textbook on the same page, that is page number 6, and even after lesson text exercise is there. In that also few questions are there on page number 15, that also you have to practice. Fine. So hopefully you must have learned how to do the balancing of chemical equations. Fine. This can be achieved only by practicing more and more chemical reactions. So please do the needful and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.